Left cleared for takeoff.
Let's pick up.
26 left, clear for takeoff and maintain heading until
Collective friction off.
40.
Increase RPM.
Palm Beach Tower 2235 Victor, holding short 26 right, straight out departure.
November 2235 Victor, Long Beach Tower, runway 26 right, line up and wait, traffic departing runway 30.
Line up and wait, 26 right, 35 Victor.
Okay, what is a good idea to do before we pick up? Okay, gauge check. Gauge check, 1, 2, 3 on green. No warning light, RPM is on green. Orbit out of yellow and hop, clear hop. Okay. Then you can pick up.
November 35 Victor, caution with turbulence, Boeing 737, departed runway 30, straight out approved, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
Off cyclic and left pedal. Left pedal.
That was 1962,
Off
contact
cyclic.
departure, good day.
Good day,
Off
Southwest
cyclic.
1962.
Right cyclic, yes. Nice. So try to stop the movement first. Okay? So
November 340 for
when you raise the collective, when you start to move, you stop the collective.
370 departure.
Then you stop the helicopter, and when you are stable, then you raise collective more, okay?
November 7 Mike Alpha, frequency change approved, good
Okay,
day.
let's go a little back to the pad. So this time you do the max performance takeoff alone, okay? It might help you a little bit, but not too much. Left pedal. Or actually you can already keep this heading. Okay, let's request left close traffic with short delay, or end short delay. And she's gonna say, pad free cleared for takeoff, and approved as requested. And pass 3, clear to takeoff. Short delay approved.
November 6 Romeo.
Yes, you can say short delay approved, or approved as requested. But all, okay? So approved as requested, but you can also say short delay approved. But only if she gives us the clearance. Maybe she says hold, then we say hold. Okay.
Long Beach Tower, Cessna 5399 Juliet, over the blimp 1800 inbound with Gulf.
November 139er Juliet, Long Beach Tower, which runway would you like?
26 left for November 5399 Juliet.
5399 Juliet, enter left downwind, runway 26 left.
Downwind 26 left, 99 Juliet.
Okay.
Tower Street, iShare 860, 2400, ILS, runway 30.
Skyshare 860 Long Beach Tower, runway 30, clear to land.
30, clear to land, Skyshare 860.
Okay.
Tower, helicopter 7 to Romeo, pass 3, request left close traffic and short delay.
I missed that, is offline, say again.
Again. Tower, helicopter 7 to Romeo.
Tower, helicopter 7 to Romeo, pass 3, request left close traffic and short delay.
Helicopter 72 Romeo, approved as requested, pad 3, clear for takeoff, hold west of the field.
Pass 3, clear to takeoff, and short delay approach to Romeo.
And hold west of 30.
November 340, conduct SoCal departure.
Okay.
SoCal departure 340.
Raise collective, forward cyclic at the same time.
Heading to your left 2 miles opposite direction, I believe it's a Cessna at 2000.
Whenever you're ready, raise collective, forward cyclic.
Looking 35 Victor.
November 99er Juliet, traffic over the 405-710 interchange,
Yes.
opposite direction at 1500.
Nice.
Looking 99 Juliet.
Okay, nice comes up, so you can keep that airspeed.
Long Beach Tower 11.
Oh, very good.
7 Foxtrot, inbound for the
A little
ILS
right
30.
pedal.
We'd like to do a
Right
VFR practice
Right
approach.
pedal. Right pedal.
November 1977 Foxtrot Long Beach Tower, report your VFR turn southbound prior to the 405.
Little off cyclic, yeah. A little too fast. Nice, pretty good. You can pull power a little more. So raise a little more.
November 35 Victor, traffic no factor, they're passing off your left
Nice,
at
good
2000,
job.
frequency change approved, good day.
And 60 knots.
Traffic in sight, frequency change approved 35 Victor.
Yo. Yo, for your second still, max performance takeoff, that was really good. Okay.
November 7042 Yankee Long Beach Tower, what is your departure request? It'll be VFR to the south, 7042 Yankee. 42 Yankee, Roger, stand by.
Okay. Left side clear.
Right side clear.
Yeah, check, make sure you don't climb too high. So, every now and then, check your altimeter and your VSI. But now it's good, now you're lower.
Runway 30,
Okay.
line up
You can keep turning because we have to hold west.
Okay.
So she said,
November 9 Juliet, extend downwind.
extending downwind 9
or keep the 60 knots at 500 feet. So she said, approved as requested, pad free cleared for takeoff, hold west to 30, so free calls. So we are descending a little, the race collective at 60 knots.
Okay. So,
Skyshare 860, turn left to kilo, contact ground.
And now we listen up,
Contact ground, Skyshare 860.
we listen up and we wait until she speaks to us again, okay?
okay.
So if you hear your call sign, listen up. And in the meantime, we have a little time. You can already do the landing check, so you raise the carpet.
Southwest 2568, runway 30, cleared for
You can
takeoff.
raise the carpet.
30, clear for takeoff, Southwest 2568.
And also do a gauge check.
Okay, check 1, 2, 3 on green, RPM is on green, RB is out of yellow, no warning lights, and up, here is up.
Nice, this is actually perfect. And now you just lost a little airspeed, but we are 60 knots, 500 feet, and a very nice turn. Not too steep, so really good job, really good hold. Little right pedal maybe.
November 42 Yankee, caution wake turbulence from the Boeing 737 departing. Your southbound is approved.
Genau,
runway 30,
we are really ahead of the aircraft, because we already did the landing check, so we can really focus on flying now. It's always good
November 77 Foxtrot, traffic 11 o'clock.
to do everything as soon as we can.
1100.
Looking for traffic 19,
November 9 Juliet, traffic is a Cessna 3 mile final for runway 30. They're descending out of 1,400. They will be turning southbound.
looking for that Cessna 9
Southwest 2568, contact SoCal departure, good day.
Alright, SoCal, was that a 24-3?
Yes, that is correct.
Alright, 124.3 Southwest 2568, good.
November 77 Foxtrot for traffic, start your southbound turn now.
Southbound, turn 1977 Foxtrot.
And use a little more space here. You can fly a little more to the north. The next turn,
Left crosswind departure, Ellie River, ready for departure.
because now
November 916 Romeo, Long
they're
Beach Towers.
pretty close to the runway, so we have to turn a little steeper now. So next time we try to use a little more space.
November 77 Foxtrot, contact SoCal approach 25.35.
Contacting SoCal
60 knots.
12535.
Okay, so this time we fly a little more north. 60 knots, 500 feet. Very good job, team. Perfect. Okay, that's good. So I like to always hold
Helicopter 72 Romeo, downwind approved, pad 3, clear to land.
downwind approved, pad free, clear to land. Just pad free, clear to land. Pad free, clear to land. Pad free, clear to land. Helicopter 72 Romeo.
3, clear to land.
Pad free, clear to land. Helicopter 72 Romeo.
November 9 Juliet, turn base, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Keep turning. Left side clear.
Left side clear.
November 6 Romeo, left at the river approved, runway 26
Okay, and then 70 knots.
Left approved, 26 right, clear for takeoff. 76 Romeo.
Okay, so she said
Long Beach Tower, Diamond Star, November 1.
race collective a little.
Alpha, holding short at 26.
It's a race collective.
Left in at the river.
So she said
November 1
downwind approved. This is our downwind. So downwind approved. And pad free, clear to land.
runway 26 left,
That's
clear
very
for
clear
takeoff.
to that.
Yeah, this is what she said, yeah. So they also said downwind approved, pad free, clear to land. Yeah, 70 knots, 500 feet, very
3
good.
Charlie Alpha, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
A little left cycling. Don't get too close to the runway here. Okay, now you can start to descend.
There's 3 Charlie Alpha, how do you hear?
Clear for takeoff, 3 Charlie Alpha.
Okay, November 3 Charlie Alpha, yes, that is correct. Runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff. No delay now because traffic's on a miles final.
Left side clear.
Right side clear.
60 knots. Raise collective a little bit. Yes, very good. Okay, we're gonna do another steep approach. We can fly straight, look at
November
the point.
42 Yankee, frequency change approved. Frequency change approved, step 042 Yankee,
Left side
thank you.
clear.
Left clear.
Right side clear.
Keep the airspeed, we lose a little bit. Okay, you can raise the collective, so otherwise we will descend. We want to keep the same altitude. Okay, then you can already push down the carpet. On final, carpet goes down.
Yankee.
Okay, when I tell you, you lower collective after cycling, okay?
Okay.
It would be, are you going to go
And
to
a little right pedal maybe, or just keep the nose straight.
Okay, November 14.
Okay, now you can lower collective after cycling.
Good day.
Thank you.
A little more aft. Yes, a little more. Aft cyclic.
Straight out departure, 3
And raise collective,
November 3 Charlie Alpha,
collective.
that is approved.
Raise collective a little more. Okay.
Approved, 3 Charlie
And
Alpha.
now a little forward cyclic.
November 3 Charlie
Raise
Alpha,
collective.
maintain at or below 1,000
Raise
because I do
collective.
have
Raise,
traffic out there right
raise.
now. They're going to be southbound along the
So we
river.
want to
They're
have
climbing out of 800.
not more
They
than
will be
300
above
feet.
you.
If the pointer is too far down, now we have to lower a little.
November 6 Romeo, traffic off your left and a half a mile is a diamond.
And the trip strings are centered, very good job.
They will stay at or
That's
below 1,000
really
for
nice.
you. They will continue westbound.
Roger, 916 Romeo.
Okay, if you overshoot a little bit, that's totally fine. Just keep the forward airspeed, okay? A little forward. Yes, and raise collective a little, raise. Yes, a little forward and raise collective. A little more forward, and raise collective. That's very good, team. Now you can lower a little bit collective.
3 Charlie Alpha leveled off at 800. Just requesting, when can we climb higher?
Number 3 Charlie Alpha, I have your request. Traffic's ahead to your right, westbound, climbing out of 1,300. They'll be turning southbound shortly.
Traffic
Very
is
good, team. Really good steam approach. That was actually almost perfect. Really good job. Sometimes, okay, I have controls.
You have control?
I have controls. So sometimes we feel like we stop descending or we descend a little too fast. But this is kind of hard to feel. So if you do this maneuver a couple more times, you're gonna feel that more and more. You develop a pretty good feeling. So in general, we always want to feel a little bit
3
light.
Charlie Alpha.
So we don't want to feel heavy in the seat. So when we climb a lot, we're gonna feel heavy. So now I feel heavy in the seat because we climbed. And now I feel light in the seat because we descend, right? This is the feeling we're gonna a little bit feel because the VSI is always a little too late. When we start to climb, it takes a second until it shows the climb. So if I go up now,
Number 6 Romeo, connect.
and now it shows the climb. It's always a little too
Roger,
late.
916 Romeo.
But that steep approach was really nice. Just the most important thing on the steep approach is that we don't lose too much airspeed. We always want to have a little, we can say a slow walking speed. We always want to have a little airspeed. We can never stop because then we go down, we get heavy vibrations. And do you know which maneuver, what is dangerous about that? What could happen? What's hazardous flight attitude?
What is your situation?
If you are very slow and a very fast descent rate and power applied. VRS, very good. This is in this maneuver, it's very important that you don't get into VRS. So this is the most dangerous thing here, VRS. Okay. Can do a gauge check, please?
Gauge check 123 on green, RPM is on green. No warning lights, carpet out of yellow, I'm up, here is up.
Okay. No, you can do the takeoff actually. You have controls.
Charlie Alpha, traffic is 12 o'clock, 2 miles westbound. Appears to be southbound actually.
You have controls. Okay, you can pick up.
Traffic inside 3 Charlie Alpha.
Number 3 Charlie Alpha, roger for the change for good day.
Frequency change for 3 Charlie Alpha.
Right pedal, forward cyclic. Right pedal. Now we are stable, now right skid comes up and right cyclic. Yes, that was really good. Almost no movement. Very good job. Okay, let's turn to the tower. Okay, next we're gonna request lane work. Have you requested that before?
977 Foxtrot.
Requesting
the ILS 30.
We're gonna request lane work.
Number 1977 Foxtrot, Lambert Tower.
Have you heard this before?
Clear to land for runway.
Did you do this before, lane work? work. I have controls.
You have control?
No, actually, you have controls.
I have control.
You have controls. You can set down here.
Long Beach Tower, data set number 193 Charlie Alpha, requesting landing at 26 left.
Get a little back.
Number 193 Charlie Alpha, Long Beach Tower, and what will your intentions be after landing?
Full stop at 3 Charlie Alpha.
And back to parking.
Back to parking at Angel 35 3 Charlie Alpha.
Back to Charlie Alpha, engine direct left downwind 26 left.
Nice.
Left downwind 26 left 3 Charlie Alpha.
Long Beach Tower, 1017, just one men headed to 180.
Clear track 1017, roger, maintain view for condition southbound, contact hotel approach 125.
Lane work.
Lane work.
Yeah, like a lane on the highway. Lane work, okay?
Yeah.
So we can say Tower Helicopter 72 Romeo at pad 3, request lane work.
Request lane walk.
Yes, and then the tower is gonna say lane work approved, Helicopter 72 Romeo. Then you say lane work approved, Helicopter 72 Romeo. Okay, so you can already do it now.
Now?
Yeah.
Tower Helicopter 72 Romeo at pass 3, locate, request lane walk.
Tower 72 Romeo, lane approved.
Lane work approved, 72 Romeo.
Lane walk approved, 72 Romeo.
Okay, you can pick us up. Okay, a little left side click. Wait, don't raise collective, just left side click. Now we are stable, now you can raise. So you don't want to pick up before you're not stable. Okay, you can keep this heading. Now normally we first clear our sides, right, before we turn. Okay, we do a slow hover taxi to the end or close to runway 30, okay? So on a hover taxi, we just apply a little forward cyclic until we feel a little vibrations, that's already good, and this is a good speed now. So we just keep this speed, and we don't want to climb, so you can lower collective a little bit, because with this speed we get better performance. And we always want the nose in the direction that we are traveling, so this is perfect. So we don't want the nose over here and travel like this, okay?
Okay.
Now we're a little too high and you can stop here. Okay, I have controls.
You have control?
I have controls. Left side clear.
Left side clear.
Okay, so we're gonna do quick stop now. So on a quick stop, we first start with a max performance takeoff. So we use all our power, forward cycling, raise collective, to get high, and then at about 25 feet, I'm gonna show you when, you can lower a collective and forward cycling, and then we're gonna want to have 40 knots and 0 on the VSI. So we don't wanna climb, we don't wanna descend, okay? And this is then called an air taxi.
Foxtrot, turn left, Delta 4, contact ground.
So what we just did, this was a hover taxi, and when we are a little higher and faster, it's an air taxi. And an air taxi is used to move around at an airport. So we could now request an air taxi back to Maverick, and then we could just climb to 20 feet, 40 knots, and fly straight to Maverick. But the danger is, if there is traffic or an obstacle or birds, we have to slow down as soon as we can. And this is exactly what a quick stop is here for. So to slow down our airspeed.
Okay.
And the quick stop is a really nice exercise for you, because you have to apply a lot of pedals, inputs at the same time. So we're gonna lower collective, aft cyclic and right pedal at the same time. And the goal is to do like this, nose up attitude. And we don't want to climb, because if we just apply aft cyclic, we would climb. So this is why aft cyclic and lower collective. And when we lower the collective, the nose goes to the left, so we need right pedal. And the goal is to keep the same altitudes until we have a slow walking speed and vibrations. Then we're gonna forward cyclic, raise collective and left pedal to level off and walk the helicopter down like on a steep approach. Okay? You can do the first one together, and then you can do one alone. I will just gonna pick up. You can do a gauge check already.
Okay, check 123 on green, RPM is on green, no warning lights, traffic out of yellow, M's half, gears half.
Okay, you have the controls.
Long Beach Tower,
I have control.
46393.
Okay, whenever you're ready, you can do a next performance takeoff. So forward cyclic, raise collective at the same time.
Approved, runway 26 right.
Left pedal, left pedal, left pedal. So we have a tailwind now and
26 right, clear for takeoff.
don't raise too much power.
46393.
Okay, that's pretty nice now. Okay, this is high enough, so lower collective, forward cyclic, right pedal. And then we're gonna count, so I'm gonna count now. Quick stop in 1, 2, 3, lower collective, aft cyclic, right pedal, right pedal, right pedal, right pedal. And forward cyclic, raise collective, left pedal.
17, Long Beach Tower.
And raise collective a little more. Raise collective, raise collective.
30.
Clear track 1017, Roger.
And get a little slower.
Of course now, runway 30, clear to land.
We're requesting missed approach, clear track 1017.
Left pedal.
Clear track 1017, Roger. You're still up here, left of course. Report VFR turns south on
Okay.
runway 30.
I have controls.
You have control?
I have controls. So this was already pretty good. And in this direction we just did it, it's pretty hard. You saw on the max performance takeoff our nose going left and right. This is LTE, loss of tail rotor effectiveness. Because we have a tailwind at the moment. So in the other direction it's gonna feel a little different, okay?
Okay.
The performance is gonna be better, which means on the quick stop you will have to lower the collective a little more. Okay? But for your first quick stop that was actually really good. And did you feel when we did we counted quick stop 1, 2, 3, aft cyclic, left, lower collective, and then the nose went to the left a lot. So we need a little more right pedal to keep it straight. Okay, you have the controls.
Okay, I have control.
You have controls. Let's do a gauge check.
Okay, check 163 on green, RPM is on green, no warning lights, traffic out of yellow, M's half, gear half.
Okay, whenever you're ready, you can start.
We start clear track 1017, going miss to the south.
Clear track 1017, Roger. Maintain VFR to southbound. Contact SoCal approach 125.35. Get it?
We're SoCal, appreciate the help. Clear track 1017.
Nice, very good. It's already good and high enough. Lower collective. Lower collective.
Number 3993, contact SoCal
Okay,
approach.
quick stop in 1, right pedal. Quick stop in 1, 2, 3, lower collective, aft cyclic, right pedal. Lower collective. And the forward cyclic, raise collective. And right pedal. Yes, now just walk it down. Little forward airspeed, forward cyclic and raise collective. Forward cyclic, raise collective. Raise collective. Raise collective. Yes. A little forward cyclic. Until we are very close to the ground. Forward cyclic. Nice. Okay, I have controls.
You have control?
I have controls. But this time we climbed a little bit. So we call it, we ballooned. So we applied aft cyclic and we ballooned up. This is why with these headwinds we have better performance. So we have to lower the collective a little more. And then when we level off, we don't have to raise that much because we have very good performance. Because if we level off and raise a lot, we're gonna climb. And then on the steep approach this time, our descent rate was a little more than 300. So this is why I told you raise collective, okay? So we have to keep an eye on that. Yeah.
2425, there's traffic, 11 o'clock.
You want to try to pick up here in the grass? Okay, you have controls.
To follow you.
I control?
You have controls.
We're looking for traffic, a little hazy
Okay,
out there.
take your time. What is with the timer? Is it stopped? Yep. Oh, at 40 seconds, okay. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you can pick us up.
Southwest 2425, traffic, no factor.
Roger, thanks.
A little right pedal. Aft cyclic. Aft cyclic, yeah. Left pedal. And nice. Very smooth in. Okay, you want to bring the green M center, copy down to yellow, caution one let's off, taxi in the green, and we have a little less than half fuel, you can turn to the pad, left side clear.
Whiskey, maintain at or below 1,000.
Okay, this time we have a tailwind again, so we still have to lower the collective, but not that much in the quick stop.
Okay.
Okay, whenever you're ready, you can start. Let's go a little closer to the ground for better performance. Let's get a little closer. Okay. Try to keep your nose straight, okay? As soon as it moves, do something about it on the pedals.
Okay.
Left pedal. Okay, that's what I meant. As soon as it moves, remember if you raise the collective, you need left pedal. If you lower it, right pedal. Okay. Left pedal, yeah. Don't raise too much. Okay, that's pretty nice. A little left pedal. Forward cyclic, lower collective. Forward cyclic, lower.
Whiskey, say destination.
A little forward cyclic.
Come down to Tango Whiskey.
Forward cyclic. Okay, quick stop in 1, 2, 3. Lower collective, up cyclic, right pedal. And forward cyclic, raise collective. And a little off cyclic. Keep the nose straight, a little forward cyclic. And raise. Always when you play a little more forward cyclic, you also have to raise collective a little bit. So that's actually pretty nice. And let's get all the way to the ground. Don't raise too much. We don't want to climb. We don't want to climb. Okay, let's turn into a headwind. Okay, this is actually really challenging with the tailwind. But for the tailwind, you already did it really good. The most important thing on the deep approach, we have to keep descending, but not too fast, because otherwise you're gonna also have heavy vibrations. We can again have vortex ring state, and vortex ring state when you're so close to the ground is not good. But your input itself was pretty good. The correlation was okay.
Okay.
But now we just need to do a little fine tuning. So let's do a gauge check and then we can do one more. Gauge check.
Gauge check 1, 2, 3 on green, RPM on green, no warning lights, traffic out of yellow and half, there's half.
Okay, and make sure your pedals
Turn right at kilo on the ground.
are not too stiff, okay? So if you want to play left pedal, don't block it with the right pedal.
Okay.
So if you play left pedal, you have to lift a little bit the right foot. You don't need a lot of pressure, okay? Not too stiff.
2 Tango Whiskey, northbound turn approved.
Okay, whenever you're ready, you can start.
Southbound turn approved, below out of front altitude, 2 Tango Whiskey.
Southwest 2570, runway 30, clear for takeoff, wind 3106.
That is the performance, good job. Very good power setting.
Now runway 30, Boeing 737.
2 Tango Whiskey.
Okay, lower collective, forward cyclic. Okay, this is a nice air taxi. Let's get a little faster. And then quick stop in 1, 2, 3, lower collective, lower a lot, off cyclic, lower more, off cyclic. And forward cyclic, raise collective a little bit. Nice, and now walk it just down. Yes, keep the forward, raise collective, forward cyclic. Forward and raise. Okay, I have controls.
Yeah, control.
I have controls. Did you feel these vibrations now on the approach? In the end, we had a little heavier vibrations. This is because we were losing performance, and it's not vortex ring state yet, but it's getting a little close to vortex ring state. So when we are doing this steep approach in the end, sometimes you lose a little, the nose comes a little up, and then we lose a little too much airspeed, okay? Then you need that forward cyclic. And always when you apply this forward cyclic, you also have to raise the collective a little bit. This is the same like when we do a normal approach. and you reduce your airspeed with aft cyclic, you have to lower the collective, right? Because otherwise you don't descend. But the same is true when you want to apply forward cyclic. Then you have to raise the collective, because otherwise you forward cyclic and then you go down. So we need to raise the collective to extend a little bit, okay? But in general, the quickstop itself this time, really good. We have to lower the collective a lot with headwind, you did that. And most important, the maneuver is called quick stop, but we don't do it quick. It's a slow maneuver. Aft cyclic, lower collective, keep the nose up, then level off, go down. So pretty good performance. Okay. You can have the controls. You have controls.
I have control.
You have controls. Then you can pick us up. A little right pedal, aft cyclic. And a little higher. Okay, then you can turn to the pad, left side clear.
Right side clear.
And carefully on a right pedal turn, always careful and slow. Yeah, that was a little too much. Don't raise collective. Okay, then you can hover straight back to the pad. So slow hover taxi. Try to keep the nose in the direction we are moving, and this is now much harder than before, because now we have a left tailwind, and so we lose effectiveness of the tail rotor all the time. So you have to be really active on the pedals. So as soon as the nose moves, you do something. Now left pedal, yes. And left pedal. Try to keep the same speed, same altitude. Left pedal. Yes.
51594 on the tower, only 30 to the left.
Put to land, runway 30 over 594.
The left pedal, yes. Don't get too fast. Still forward, forward. Yeah, let's go to the middle of the pad. You can also put the nose into the wind, then it's a little easier to hover. Nice job. Okay, you can keep the nose into the wind and do a landing gauge check.
Gauge check 123 on green. RPM is on green, no warning lights. Orbit out of yellow and up. Less than up.
Okay, let's get a little lower, please. Okay, runway 30 is clear. Let's request landing at Maverick with short delay.
With short delay.
Yes, and he's gonna say maybe approved as requested or short delay approved and pad 3 cleared for takeoff.
Okay.
But if he says hold, then it's hold, okay? Yeah, whenever you're ready, you can do the radio call. Think about it first. Take your time.
Tower, helicopter 7 to Romeo at pad 3, request landing at Maverick with short delay.
Tower, that's Romeo, stand by.
Okay, nothing. So if he says stand by, you know what this means?
Just wait their radio call.
Exactly, so we don't have to say anything, we just stand by. This is different from hold. If he says hold, then we have to read it back.
So
stand by, we just chill.
It doesn't need any read back?
No, it means he does not want us to read back because he's busy with something else.
Okay.
Oh, there is a guy landing. A very small aircraft, I didn't see that one. This is why we have to stand by. Okay, and then we're gonna do a max performance takeoff, okay? When we get the clearance.
Number 594, turn left at Delta 4, contact ground.
So we're gonna raise collective, forward cyclic at the same time.
268, 126 right, clear to land, right descending turn to right
And
down.
find a good airspeed for good performance. And don't forget the trim strings.
Number 7 to uniform, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, so 3 uniform.
Number 7 to Romeo, pad 3, cleared for takeoff.
Pad 3 cleared for takeoff.
pass 3, clear to take off. Helicopter 7 to Romeo.
Okay, let's get a little lower. Keep the nose straight. In the beginning we want to have the nose straight. As soon as we are a little higher, into the wind. Okay, you can start raise collective, forward cycling. Raise collective a little more. Okay, airspeed is already good. Keep this airspeed. We have a little vibrations, right pedal. And keep the power high. Don't get faster. Right pedal, yes. Little aft cycling maybe. Then I think we can get even slower. Yes, here we have the vibration. You feel that? And now we are really climbing like crazy. Okay, that's high enough. So clear of obstacles and 60 knots.
Tower Southwest 2694, ILS 30.
Southwest 694, long beach tower, wind at 2908, runway 30, clear to land.
30, clear to land, Southwest 2694.
Yeah, 60 knots. When we have 500 feet, you can level off, or maybe a little bit before that. You can already lower the collective, otherwise we are still climbing like crazy. Left side clear.
Right clear.
Forward cycling, forward cycling. So if you have a very high climb rate, you can level off 50 feet before your target. So if your target is 500 feet, you can already level off at 450. Left side clear.
Right side clear.
Keep the speed, look to the horizon. Still forward cycling.
Romeo landing Maverick will be on risk.
Landing at Maverick and on risk.
Clear to landing at Maverick.
Landing at Maverick and on risk. Helicopter 7 to Romeo. Left clear. Right clear. Can turn to the right. Can turn to the right. Left side clear. Let's turn. Aft cycling a little. So we're gonna land at Maverick, right? So we're gonna fly a little bit to the highway. You can already start to descend now. Let's descend, lower collective a lot. Lower, 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 lower. Keep the 60 knots and lower collective. Lower, lower, lower. Yes, okay, left side clear.
Right side.
You can turn around the tower. Now you can raise collective a little bit. Okay, 1, 2, 3 in the green, I'm center, carpet on the yellow, taxi in the green, and we have less than half fuel. Then we go between the tower and this green field, and you can turn. Left side clear.
Number 268, turn left, kilo 2, contact ground, have a good.
Left Kilo 2, have a great night.
Okay, then normal approach. So we are a little high, so you can lower collective, and we are a little fast. So lower collective a lot and aft cycling. Lower a lot, lower more, lower more, lower a lot. Lower more, lower more. Very high now. So lower a little earlier. You know, we are really descending, so you can raise a little bit. A little outside.
Tango, holding short off on 26 left, request left side report.
Number 960 Tango, Long Beach Tower,
Left cycling, left cycling.
left, clear for takeoff.
You keep the nose to the right.
Left, Turkey 902, secure takeoff.
Keep the little forward airspeed, yes. Nice. That's a pretty smooth nice approach. Raise collective, left pedal. That was a pretty nice approach actually. Okay, then you can hover to our spot. Left clear, right clear. Let's turn over there. Then you can slowly hover to the front. Hover all the way over there where the oil spots are on the ground.
Okay.
And I think like this we have a pretty nice headwind, so you can keep the heading, maybe a little right pedal. Then you can set down here.
Southwest 694 to right at Kilo, contact ground.
Kilo ground, welcome right to 694.
Nice. Little forward movement on the set down, that's okay. and shut down.
So RP 70 to 75.
Yes, there we are.
Collective free on. Thank you.
Nice. Gedin, was that your first time max performance takeoff and steep approach? Or did you do this before, or was it the first time?
Recover, diamond,
For max performance takeoff and steep approach. Was this your first time you did it?
It first time.
First time?
Yes.
That was really good for the first time.
Okay.
Really smooth control, so first time. And also quick stop also first time.
First time.
Really, really good performance. Good job, eh? Yeah. So we're gonna practice that a couple more times, especially that you know that procedure, what you have to do, and temperature and pressure altitude. Make sure you also know what it means, pressure altitude. Maybe you can study that again on the ground lesson. Can you remember when we did the ground lesson for flight planning, cross-country flight planning?
Flight planning?
Flight planning, we had a
flight planning, yeah.
Can you remember?
Yeah.
On this ground lesson I gave you a sheet with terms and definitions. And there you can read about pressure altitude. So make sure you know what this is, and also make sure you know what density altitude is. Very important. Yeah, so we always check that and the temperature to check our power. And then today was a little windy, so we could do a really slow max performance takeoff. If you have a nice headwind. If you don't have a nice headwind, you might need a little more forward airspeed. But today was pretty nice, and usually the airspeed, the perfect one, is below 30 knots. So today our max performance takeoffs were a little bit on the fast side. So we could even do that a little slower. This is why on the last one I applied a little aft cyclic, and then we really started to climb even more. But very important, low airspeed, high power, and really high power, so really very close, or best would be at your 5-minute takeoff power. And also very important, the trim strings centered. We want to have the nose into the wind. So if we take off like this, and the wind is from here, we need right pedal, that the trim strings are centered. Very important, yeah. But for your first time, really good. Also quick stops, because quick stops is a really nice maneuver to learn this correlation between when you give aft cyclic, you need to lower collective right pedal. When you give forward cyclic, you have to raise collective left pedal. So you can also practice that at home with chair flying. Aft cyclic, lower collective right pedal.
Okay.
Then forward cyclic, raise collective left pedal. Okay, 3 minutes.
Touch the gauge?
No. Lead temperature drop.
Throttle work.
Throttle. And then now you can disengage the clutch. Then I can check the time. 3 minutes 20. What is happening with this helicopter? That looks different now. New painting, huh? Oh, that's a same helicopter. Yeah, 30 seconds.